I'm not really a huge fan of the whole good versus evil conversation when we talking about hip hop and rap, and when we talking about, what's been going on with the rap battle and stuff. To me, I look at it more like competition, right? It's competition, and it's good versus better in a sense, right? But man, I can't overlook the fact that when the cream rises to the top, there does seem to be a whole lot of noise that just comes out of nowhere. And by noise, I mean like lies, or not just lies. What one could construe as hating. Now, this is not necessarily related to Drake and them, but this is more related to Clips, Pusha T, and Consequence. I ain't about to go into Consequence whole history, but if I'm not mistaken, he's Q-Tip's cousin from New York. He recently did an interview, right, where he called himself exposing Pusha T. Now, this is just one in a number of things that has happened since the Clips decided to make this comeback and started really putting themselves back into the public sphere. This is just one more in a litany of things, one more in a litany of, I think, unfounded and baseless attacks. And if you ask me, not that I've ever was a Consequence fan or anything like that, or care from that standpoint, but this just makes him look stupid. Make it look like he's clout chasing. While I don't think he's being paid to say these things, one could make that argument, and I really wouldn't argue against it, because when you think about why he said what he said, what other reason, he made no point. But look, having said that, let's get into this video, man. I really do think it's a shame that you can't have groups like the Clips, artists like Kendrick, people like that come out and do their thing without a jealous mob trying to do things to subvert their success, man, to throw roadblocks in the way for no reason other than it's not them. Well, let's get into it.
Jay Drewski, Midday Movement. I'm here. My guys pulled up. Consequences in the building.
What up?
What's happening today?
Today we need to address what's been going on in hip hop.
There's a lot been going on.
There has. And today I need to share with New York, with High 97, the home of hip hop, and the rest of the world. I'm really high on integrity and the truth.
Right.
And this summer we didn't have a song of the summer.
I've been seeing the memes. Like, yeah, it's been hard.
And one of the reasons why we didn't have a song of the summer.
I mean, I think that's debatable. I think there's a few different songs out there that people have been playing for the summer, even if it doesn't fall into that traditional song of the summer umbrella. But okay, hold on.
Let's address what's been going on in hip hop.
Okay, yeah, right there. So we need to address what's been going on in hip hop. And this is the problem, because what he's about to get into is not really the truth about what's been going on in hip hop. He claims he's here to bring the truth, but it's not the truth, because the truth about what's been going on in hip hop is that, in essence, there's been really a revival, right? It's been a revival in hip hop, man. That dark death cloud of drill music is finally subsiding, right? The era of mumble rap, we getting away from that. And no matter who your artist is, Drake and Kendrick aside, this ain't about them. There's all types of good music out there that you can understand, that's intelligible. You understand? And so that's what's been going on in hip hop, right? If you want to focus on the negative, that's all you're going to see. So what he's about to speak, this ain't the truth about what's going on, man. This is one seemingly jealous man's perception of something that has absolutely no basis in facts.
There's a lot been going on.
There has. And today I need to share with New York, with High 97, the home of hip hop, and the rest of the world. I'm really high on integrity and the truth.
Right.
And
yeah, okay.
This summer we didn't have a song of the summer.
I've been seeing the memes. Like, yeah, it's been hard.
And one of the reasons why we didn't have a song of the summer, because the soundbite of the summer was, I don't respect Kanye as a man.
Now you're referring
performed by, and I'm gonna emphasize performed by Pusha T and his brother Malice, known as the Clips. Now, what I have in my phone, I would like you to read to the world.
Got it. What is this that you about to?
This dude, man, he can't even really speak from his own experience with somebody or nothing like that. He got to bring up some text. And I don't understand this whole beef for marketing play that people try to use either. Especially when, historically speaking, hip hop as a genre, I don't want to say has been about beef, but that's one of the exciting aspects of it, right? I'll say competitive edge, the competitive edge that it has, right? As far as like the artist, one artist got a problem with another, nothing that gets too serious or too violent, right? But we want to hear people talk a little bit of shit. We want to hear, let's be honest, a little bit of gossip. Why this person don't like that person, etc., etc. I don't see anything wrong with any of that. It's only when it's against someone else's favorite artist, or when it's committed by an artist that some people don't like. That's why I can't take these arguments, and I can't take these people like him serious, because what is he talking about? Especially for a guy who's been in hip hop for a long time now. All right?
Show us.
So what I have in my phone is a group chat between myself, Ye, and Pusha, and it was initiated right after the release of Donda.
So you want me to read this?
Yeah.
All right. So Donda was released in 2021. So we're going on 4 years. We got 4 years, right? He said right after release of Donda. That was August 29th, 2021. This nigga Curry, he tripping, yo.
Yeah, I want you to read this to the world.
So this says Ye 2020. So this is Ye
there. Yes.
Saved in your phone. That's how you have them.
Correct.
And Ye says, in addition,
before he get into that, you got to think this is what Kanye wanted him to do. Because what about Ye? So you know how Kanye is. I wonder if I feel like this is something that Kanye put him up to. This has the smell of Kanye all over it, bro. Yeah. This got Kanye's fingerprints all over it, for sure.
Record to Drake, you still not 100% in the right with me, even though he should not have spoke on your wife. You not perfect either. The record still caused me mental harm. So that meant when you shot, you hit me and my family also. We have to protect my brain at all costs because I have the vision. It's accountability. You're not wrong, but you're not 100% right either.
Bro, I can't lie. I could not deal with a person like this. I could not deal with a person like this. This just sounds so egotistical and selfish. This ain't got shit to do about Drake. This ain't got shit to do about right or wrong. This ain't got shit to do with none of that. This has everything to do with Kanye's egotistical ass. He says, in the diss record to Drake, you still not 100% right with me, right? Even though he should not have spoken on your wife. So Kanye don't care nothing about how Pusha T felt. Let's think about this. He could care less how offended Pusha T was about it. He could care less what Pusha T's response should have been. He don't care about how Pusha T felt. He don't care about Pusha T's mental state. Right? This is fucking atypical fucking Kanye West right here. You not perfect either. Neither is you, Kanye. The record still caused me mental harm. So that meant when you shot, you hit me and my family also. We have to protect my brain at all costs because I have the vision. So who is this really about? Who is this really about? Even this is what I'm saying. So this even makes it look worse for a person like Consequence. Like, bro, why are you injecting yourself in the middle of something, especially as old as it is? You can't see this. So look, it's one thing to be cool with somebody, to be friends with somebody, but you got to be fucking man enough and have enough balls to be able to say, look, bro, no, we ain't. I'm not putting myself in. I'm not getting involved with that. If Kanye did go to him and put him up to going up here and doing this, because I see no other reason why he would do this. right? Unless he's just full of jealousy himself, in which case we're dealing with two mentally unstable individuals, right? But I just want y'all to think about those lines. The record still caused me harm. So that meant when you shot, you hit me and my family. Also, we have to protect my brain at all costs because I have the vision. Kanye thinks he's the only one. It's all about him. He need to be protected. Pusha T be damned. Pusha T's wife be damned. How they feel about it be damned. Who cares? This ain't about y'all. This is about me, Kanye West. Can you imagine being around a person like this all fucking day? Like, can you really imagine it? You would probably grow like a very strong antipathy towards this whole individual. Like, man, this motherfucker here, boy. All right. And then he says, because I have the vision, it's accountability. You not wrong, but you not. And so where's Kanye right in this? And I'm surprised. Look, I'm surprised Push didn't even push back on that. And if you ask me, the lane that Push chose to take, I think is more respectable. He said, yeah, I agree. I'm not perfect. I never learned how to turn the other cheek when disrespected. It's how I was raised. Martin Luther King wasn't respected in my house either. Hurting you or your family wasn't my intention. Protecting my family and the brand was the only mission. Sorry for any trauma caused by me. I don't see nothing contradictory in that. In fact, I think this is a high road take right here. He took the high road on this one because what Kanye just said is so disrespectful to Pusha T and his family. So disrespectful. He said, I agree, I'm not perfect. But I never learned how to turn the other cheek when disrespected. It's how I was raised. Martin Luther was not respected. And that's just a reference to, Martin Luther King turn the other cheek. And as opposed to Malcolm X, right? Difference in philosophy. I see nothing. This ain't a slight to Martin Luther King. This ain't a shot at King's legacy. This ain't none of that, right? If anybody should be able to understand that. Hurting you or your family wasn't my intention. Protecting my family and the brand was the only mission, as it should be. If somebody's attacking my wife, if somebody's attacking my family, bro, you need to understand that and fall the fuck back. Fall back. Because if it was you and yours, you wouldn't be trying to hear that shit neither. So nothing in these messages puts Pusha T in a bad light, which makes this whole situation all that much more corny. Let's finish it up.
Ability, you're not wrong, but you're not 100% right either. That's definitely a Ye tweet with the we have to protect my brain at all costs.
Ye text, yeah.
Then Pusha replies, yeah, I agree. I'm not perfect. I never learned how to turn the other cheek when disrespected. It's how I was raised. Martin Luther King wasn't respected in my house either. Hurting you or your family wasn't my intention. Protecting my family and the brand, that was the only mission. Sorry for any trauma caused by me. So Pusha did apologize to Ye for that.
Right. So he apologized for basically dragging Kanye into the beef with Drake.
Right.
He actually said
that's not really what he apologized for. That's really not what if anything, honestly, that was like one of those I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry type apologies. But that's not really what he apologized for.
In his own words, sorry for any trauma I've caused you and your family.
Right.
So where I'm from, if you're willing to apologize to someone, that would mean that you respect them, right? We could agree on that, right?
Right.
No,
or just as a man, he felt like, let me just.
So if you're running a whole rollout based on not respecting someone and you're a man, but you already apologized to this man, then are you being honest with your base? Are you?
Nigga, that was 4 or 5 years ago. This is the other thing to get me with these arguments. This shit, the whole shit about Drake took Kendrick and Rocky and all them on tour. Like some people act like shit don't change. In these cases, we talking about years in between, right? 4 or 5 years in this situation right here. In the situation with Drake and Kendrick in that tour, that shit was a long time ago. You yourself know how your relationship changes with people over the course of 1 year, let alone 4, 5, 6+ years. People do crazy shit, man. People reveal themselves. And the fact of the matter is that people change too. It ain't always here. People act like you're supposed to be the same accepting individual. As we grow, some of the things that we may have once tolerated or not even seen, it doesn't stay that way. We learn, we experience things, and things might become clear. We mature, for those of us that actually do mature. This right here, this shit is immature. This is immature bullshit right here. We mature. And so when some people who we may have once called friends, may have once respected, some of them don't mature. They keep doing the same old immature knucklehead ass bullshit. And so we end up cutting them off for whatever reason. And they could even become enemies. That don't mean you wrong. That don't mean you contradicted yourself. What he's saying, it makes absolutely no sense, bro. He doesn't, if he once held respect for Kanye, it's not incumbent upon him to hold that same level of respect, if any respect at all, especially doing the type of shit Kanye been doing. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know how Pusha T dealt with Kanye's fucking ego all that time that he did.
Being honest to the world, is this a real feeling, or is this contrived for marketing?
Right.
And another thing I want to point out in the text is that he said Martin Luther King wasn't respected in his house.
Hold on, man. Before you go now, he says that like that's the only choices.
Text to the world. Is this a real feeling, or is this contrived for marketing?
See, that those aren't the only choices. Those aren't the only choices. It could have been a real feeling, but it also could have changed because things change. Right? He doesn't allow for that part of it. He doesn't allow for the listener to even consider that, unless you somebody like one of us, right? Because we smart enough to see through this bullshit. But as he talks, he acts like, oh, is there a chance that Kanye could have done something? Is there a chance that, yeah, it's true Pusha T respected him, but over the course of time, things happened and he lost that respect? And if so, is that wrong? Just because somebody did something for me in the past don't mean I owe them fucking respect for the rest of my life. Don't mean I owe them any type of loyalty for the rest of my life. Are you tripping? You stupid? Come on, man.
Right.
And another thing I want to point out in the text is that he said Martin Luther King wasn't respected in his household.
He definitely said that.
From everything that I've seen, isn't malice engulfed in the same scripture as Martin Luther King?
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
So,
bro. Oh man, I swear, yo, the dumbest people get the fucking platforms. Oh my goodness, man. The dumbest people get the platforms. And what's even worse, it makes you lose more faith in humanity, is that other people can't even see through this bullshit. Number one, what does malice, following Christ or reading the Bible have to do with anything? It has nothing to do with this. That still doesn't mean that Pusha T should somehow, I don't know, not say what he said. And again, this is only a reference to the philosophy of Martin Luther King, which, by the way, many have reported was changing over time. Just saying, but we ain't gonna get into that. But this is only a reference to the philosophy, right? The turn the other cheek philosophy. Okay? Because Martin Luther was following Gandhi's example of how he dealt with protests. Okay? Has nothing to do with the man himself nor his legacy. It's philosophical, man. Come on now. He should know this.
And I've heard homies say he's the devil in this. So maybe you don't respect your brother either. Maybe
man,
it's whatever for fame. Maybe it's whatever to feel like you the top guy. But you know what makes you the top guy out here? A hit record.
Yeah, but maybe it's whatever for clout, because it seemed like he's doing whatever he can for clout, and this is a poor attempt at whatever the fuck his goal was. Like, this is a really, really pathetic attempt. He looks really pathetic right now, man. This is what a clout chaser looks like, if you ask me. Why he's doing it, and I can't prove that Kanye put him up to it or paid him or nothing. He might have did this shit for free. You know what I'm saying? He might have did this for free. Either way, whether he did this of his own volition or on behalf of Kanye, neither reason is a good one. And this ain't even a good attempt at what he's trying to do. You would think these people would see by now. The culture is on Pusha T and Clip side. Malice. Nobody's buying what y'all selling. Nobody's buying this propaganda. Nobody's buying this hate. Nobody's buying these lies. Right? No, none of us. But they keep trying.
Always. That always helps.
So I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna leave.
Right.
I'm outside.
Oh.
Anybody got anything to say to me? You can take your brother out the pulpit. Find me in the streets. I'm from the
Hey, niggas always resort to violence when they know they ain't got shit else. I'll punch you, nigga. I'll punch you in the face. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Calm down. Calm down. You're not going to do anything. Like, what does this have to do? Now he's making it like, yeah, I said what I said. I told my lies. And now if y'all got a problem with it, let's fight. Like, oh my God, nigga. Who looks ignorant now? You just come out here, put out these baseless claims and theories, right? Basically looking like a clout chaser. And now after all of that, you're essentially challenging the man to a duel because your grown old ass is outside. It's our own people, bro. It's our own people. Push ain't say nothing wrong in them messages. He ain't did nothing wrong. Y'all mad because a man wanted to defend his family, and because another guy's ego got hurt in the process, you rather take the side of the ego instead of the side of truth, opposite of what he's fucking saying right now.
same streets as the Supreme Team. I'm from the same streets as Rich and Alpo and AZ. You know, real drug dealers. Remember those? One.
So I guess that's it.
This nigga is so corny, y'all. He just walked off like he dropped the mic. Oh my goodness. Hey, that was a paid advertisement for sure. You can't convince me that wasn't a paid advertisement. Sponsored by fucking Kanye himself, yo.
Jay Drewski, Midday Movement, I'm here.
This dude just walked off like he really made a good point. Oh my goodness. Let's see what some of these people said. Yeah, Charles Brown in the comments showing private text is another one of these sucker things that have been allowed. Man, Charles, these people, they lost, Charles. I know. I see you fighting a good fight on X all the time, bro. It's almost a lost cause at this point. I remember this clown dropped a diss and nobody cared. And now that's clout chasing. He definitely clout chasing, man. It's sad that they hating on the clip so hard. If you don't like how they are moving, how about you get some motion and focus on that? No, because they doing the exact thing that they claim the clips is doing. They trying to ride their coattails, clout chase them, and use beef for promo. The same shit they claim they did, these fools is doing, man. I'm gonna end that right there, but don't nobody care about this. Anybody who think he cooked, he didn't. That nigga ain't cooked. He wasn't even microwaving, man. That shit, nah, nobody want that, man. That shit's spoiled milk, bro. Don't nobody care. The culture has spoken. That's what y'all need to realize. The people have spoken. It's like these knuckleheads that keep posting on X about Family Matters being so good, this and that. Nigga, Lucian didn't do anything. UMG didn't do anything. The people did. If that was such a great song, the people would have chosen that song over Not Like Us and the others. Was it a decent song? It was all right. The beat was cool. It was all right. But it wasn't enough. The people chose. No matter how hard y'all try to push these narratives, no matter how fucking loud y'all scream, the ones that matter don't give a fuck. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll check y'all in the next one.